What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm Wave MUA and this is now video number 2. So today I figured it would be a lot of fun because I've gotten a lot of requests to do it, and I think we're gonna do I'm gonna show you how I do my base face, because I've gotten a lot of people asking about it. Okay, so when I start my makeup, I like to start off with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I like to use a primer before I start my foundation because, well, not only does this one help minimize your pores, and I'm going to say minimize your pores because it does not get rid of your pores. You cannot get rid of your pores. Sorry. You can make them smaller and you can make them appear to be smaller. And that is what this is for. I'm going to turn this off because I feel like this is going to be way too loud for you. Actually, I'm going to turn it to low. Okay. If you can still hear me, then great. But yeah. So I always start off with the primer so that way I can minimize the small amount of pores that are, sorry, not the small amount. I have really large pores, so I really need to minimize my pores. So I go, like, I use this all over my face. A little bit goes a long ways, just remember that. But after I get it all rubbed in, for the most part, I like to rub it into my face and upwards, so I'm not pulling my face down. I also like to put it on my forehead to help. It helps get rid of some of these like forehead lines. So if you have forehead lines, then you will probably want to use this. Yeah. So now I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows, because in the first video I think I did them off camera and you didn't really get to see how I did my eyebrows. So I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows. So I love using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. All I've ever used and probably all I'll ever use. I'm not a big fan of brow pencils unless they're really creamy and they go on like butter, but otherwise I can't stand them because they for me they feel too waxy and like they're not doing what they're supposed to. Okay, so let's try this again. I know, that looked real crazy. Okay, let's try this again. Just remember, guys, a little bit of product sometimes can go a long way. Depending on what you're using, a little bit could go a long way. So when I start my brows, I like to start like you saw, kind of in the center around my arch, so I can focus on that first and get the form and the shape of my brows. And then on the bottom, I just do like more of a harsher line and then connect it into the shape of my brow. And then lightly towards the front, blend it out. So it gives it a nice little like ombre fade towards the beginning. And you're just gonna do, sometimes I like to brush it out, help get the shape to it, but sometimes I don't need it. Would recommend that for anybody else who doesn't know the shape of their brows. Brush it up first, and it usually will help you find the shape of your brow. And then just follow your shape. Otherwise, you're going to go all the way up your brow or up your forehead, and you're gonna look like you got bold brows. And unless you're really trying to be George Clooney out here, listen. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm so silly. Okay, so we got the brow product on, but they looking messy, so we have to clean them up. Clean up these brows. Okay, so when doing my concealer, I like to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Again, Milani, love them. I love that company, and I wish they would sponsor me. I wish. Okay, so when I'm cleaning up my brows, I always love to start at the bottom, right where I'm gonna start with like all of like my eyeshadow and stuff like that, because I want to make sure it's all cleaned up. I want to make sure it all looks pretty. So I'm gonna do that to both sides. Get a nice and clean brow. I always like to bring it up towards the center, up into my forehead, because in the long run, it's gonna help you get more of a faded ombre brow. Yeah, and then I will go in and I will do the top. Clean up that top of the brow. Sometimes when I am cleaning or doing the top of my brows and I'm cleaning them up, because they're so messy sometimes, I will actually dip a little bit into my brow and kind of shrink it a little bit so it's not so like gigantic, bold. I fan it out towards, like, I guess fanning, spread it out, I guess, is what you would say. I don't know. But it helps with blending. It helps blend it out easier, because you're not focusing on one little line. Instead, you're spreading it out so that way there's more of an even coating, and it's easier to blend out, because blending is key with makeup. Literally, not even lying. If you can't blend, you can't do makeup. Sorry, not sorry. You need to learn how to blend your makeup. I don't know how else to say it without being without sounding cruel and vicious, but there's so many times I go out in public and I see some people's makeup and I'm like, you could have spent like the extra 10 seconds to blend that out, but you didn't. Like, okay. So after we get done blending out our brows, I like to use, it's the Coty Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage Loose Face Powder. I always call it a setting powder because literally it does everything. This is the only face powder I use. That airbrushed look that you seem to love on my face, on my Instagram pictures and stuff, Yeah. You know where you can get it? Actually, all of the, except for the eyebrows, all of the products that I am using today, you can most likely pick up at Walmart. I will let you know otherwise. But the Anastasia Dip Brow you can find at Sephora, Ulta, or sometimes you can find it at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. It all depends on where they sell designer makeup, kind of. I guess that's what you call it. High brand makeup, I don't know. But this is at Walmart for like $6. Okay, so when I do the powder and I set my eyebrows and stuff, I like to go a little bit harsher on the brow, on the underbrow, only because it helps set it better. But then the top one, yeah, I start off pretty harsh, but then I just kind of blend it out a little bit more. I need to turn you. Oh, there's my lights. There. There, now you're focused a little bit better on my face. Sorry. I had to readjust my camera. But, guess what? That's what you gotta do. Okay, cool. It's so hot in my room. Okay. What's next on the agenda? Okay, so yeah, again, I like to brush the powder, the loose powder off of your face and the places that you don't want it to be. Like my eyes, it can stay there because it needs to bake. Yes, that is the right term. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna move on to foundation now. So now we put foundation on. Okay, but honestly, if you don't know how to put foundation on, it's not that hard. Foundation is easy. I can understand about all the other things, but foundation, this is easy and simple. If makeup is what I want to do, then makeup is what I probably should do. Especially because, like, I've put this much work into it, into learning about how to do makeup, about how, like, placement, my own techniques, like, those kind of things. Like, those don't just, like, go away. So, like, why not just keep using it to my advantage and, like, just keep posting videos for you guys that you guys keep on requesting. Like this one. You guys have always asked me how to do my base face, and, like, I was never able to tell you. But now that I have a YouTube channel, I can tell you. I can tell you. Okay, but I am gonna have to mix these two concealers. I'm almost out of this one. Just to help brighten it a little bit on my face. Doo-doo. Because I had to go get, like, brand new foundation and concealer because I got my spray tan and it did not match my skin. But now that it's been a little bit since I went and got a spray tan, my face does not match any of the foundations that I have or concealers. So the concealer, again, is the Milani one. Love that one. I always like to, so I'll blend it up into my eye. Get rid of any creasing. happening under there. It also helps lighten the areas if you have dark circles. But also, I don't use them because I don't need to, but some people use color correctors for their under eyes. Hello? Okay. But anyways, as I was saying, some people use color correctors for their under eyes. If they have like really dark circles, they'll use like a red or like an orangey color to brighten your under eyes so you don't look like you're so tired. So next, like I said in my last video, I like to use the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free and Balance. It's the foundation stick. But I couldn't find a contour stick that's my color, so we're gonna use this bad boy today. And so the placement, I just kind of go all over my face. Okay, or drop it. We love her. Okay, so with my forehead, I just do a couple. You don't have to. You can be messy. You can be all the messy you want. But, because it'll blend out, I always like to bring it up. Yeah, I do a lot. I do a lot. But I do it cheekbones, nose contour, and then I do it on my forehead. Most of you will see that people on social media or other beauty influencers will do it with their jawline. I don't see a point because I just use bronzer. So we're gonna blend this out. Always blend. Just anybody. You know what? I don't even care who you are. Blend up. When you're blending out your face or contour or anything, just blend up. Blend up. Don't blend anything. Like, don't be blending. Don't blend it down. Like, don't blend it down. You wanna know why? Maybe that's another video. Showing you guys the difference between blending down and blending upwards. Because what's going to happen, if you're blending your makeup downwards, you're going to drag it down. Like, yeah, you can push it down as you're blending up, but blend upwards. Because then you're not going, then you're going to give yourself more of a facelift rather than a decrease the amount that your face already, like my face naturally, you guys saw it in the camera, it's pretty downwards. Like, I need to give myself a facelift in order for my face to look good, you know? I'm just kidding. I have a pretty symmetrical face, but I still... Alright, so now that we have that on, I just put a little bit of extra concealer there to help blend out where the darkness was. Also, sometimes, I don't do it all the time, but other people, I've seen a lot of people do that with their contour. Yeah. It doesn't look the most appealing. But what it's gonna do, it's in all reality just gonna help you contour your lips. a little bit more, you know. Yes, I take concealer and I go above my upper lip because I'm a dude. And guess what? Facial hair exists. Well, okay, so I'm taking my Coty Airspun again and just kind of going over everything in my face. Just going over all the parts of my face. Going extra heavy on the under eye, a little bit extra heavy on the under eye, because it's going to help brighten it. It's also going to help give your face a little bit more of a lift. See what it's doing though? It's like lifting my face. This powder also gets rid of fine lines on your face. I really wish that these makeup brands would sponsor me, because I would just hype them up. Speaking of, if you are a small makeup business looking for somebody to promote your stuff, I would be glad to join any PR lists. Just DM me. Viewers, alright, we're gonna get rid of all this powder on our face now. Okay. And you've pretty much got your base face. The only thing you really got to do now, and I'm going to show you, grab a brush, grab your bronzer. I love this bronzer. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Smells like coconuts. Looks great on your skin. Walmart. It's not that expensive actually. I think it's like $7, $8. I don't know. But in a circular windmill motion, bring it up, up, because it gives a facelift. You're gonna drag yourself down. Don't do that. Up. But I like to go in a circular windmill motion because I feel it helps blend out easier, smoother, faster, and in the end, it's gonna look better. I don't know what I'm singing, I just wanna sing. Okay, so basically the same spots in the same places that I put the cream contour. I go in with bronzers. Sometimes I like to use this one. This is the Milani bronzer. It also low-key smells like coconuts, but not like the Physicians Formula. But this one, the Milani one, because it's a little bit darker, that's when I'll go in under my jawline. I don't use cream contour, and I don't blend down to my neck. How does my makeup look so good? Work smarter, not harder. Using a darker bronzer for your jawline. If you're gonna sit there and use cream contour and carve out a jawline when you can easily just use bronzer and do the exact same thing and not have to blend your foundation all the way down to your neck so that way your clothes get dirty. Wait. It still looks good. Stop blending your foundation down to your neck. If it doesn't match, then it doesn't match. Make it match. I did. So you don't have to blend down to your neck. The bronzer helps it. The bronzer fixes that. So it blends into your face better because you're using a darker bronzer. It's going to blend in better. You're welcome. You don't have to stress. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. So, we got those. So next, I guess we'll take our Milani blush in shade Coral Cove. I love this blush. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a blush that blends out easier. This one though, if you don't like a ton of blush and you really don't want to be looking like you just stepped out of the sun, then I guess this one would probably be better for you because it's more of a subtle pigmentation, but it is pigmented. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera or not. Oh, can you guys see my blush? It's very, very, very soft. You don't have to wear much. You're gonna look sunburned if you wear a lot. I promise you. Don't put a lot of blush on. Please don't. Well, there you go. That's really it. I'm gonna go and I guess I'll finish the rest of my face. The only thing I'm really good. Sorry. My stomach just decided to nope. Alright. So I guess I'll just put this on for you guys because this is technical part of the base face. Well, my camera's about to die and this is pretty much it. The only thing I'm missing is highlighter, eyeliner, mascara, and then eyelashes. But alright, you guys. So that was it for the base face tutorial. There are more to come. Yeah, there wasn't really much to it. I know it was kind of, I don't know, I've been getting a lot of requests for this video, so I figured I would just do it for you. But next, I plan on doing a couple tutorials on how to do my eyes and my lips and you know, those kind of things, how to apply eyelashes. I'm thinking about starting a series, you know, so this is gonna be base face, the next one's gonna be eyes in a series, different parts. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. Comment down below. Go ahead and hit that like button if you do so, please. Also, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. I love you guys and thank you for watching this video. I will hopefully see you in the next video. Nah, I'm just kidding. I will see you in the next video. I love you guys and yeah, see you next time.